Hello, everybody, and welcome back for real. It's been 3 weeks to the Spare Bedroom Challenge show, where every 3 weeks we get together to talk about everyone's favorite guilty pleasure show, MTV's The Challenge. I don't know if we can really do a recap. You got a 30-second off the cuff?
Previously on the last 9 episodes of The Challenge, people fought each other. Kyle broke a finger. Fessy thought he was tough, but he wasn't. Ends up being the finale right after that. They don't go to a second location. It's Fessy, and Fessy steals Casey, thinking he's a big shot. We'll talk about what a regret that is later. Amber B gets matched up with CT for the new alliance. Corey is now with Cam. Can the curse be lifted, or what will happen there? And the 2 best friends that anybody had ever had, Leroy and Nany, are together in the finale. We find out Fessy is the ultimate bitch. Casey's knees are shit. And Amber B is Princess Mononoke and loves drinking blood and not washing her face after 2 days, it seems. And Old Dog comes out on top. And it was a good final.
A good final.
I'm more about this All-Stars.
Let's hop. We can talk about that. I haven't watched any of the All-Stars, but
I enjoy it.
I guess where we'll start. How sad were you when Fessy broke Kyle's finger, Eric?
I knew Kyle was gonna lose that. There was no chance in hell. Like, Kyle's like a lanky, pretty boy, and Fessy's like a Div 1 football player. Like, I knew he was just gonna fucking lay him out. He had no chance in hell. But yeah, it did suck that he broke his finger. I don't want to see my boy. I don't want to see my boy in pain.
On the reunion show, Kyle said, "Actually, I didn't lose to Fessy. I was medically disqualified." So
technically, he didn't lose.
Of course, he would say that.
He had to leave.
He had to leave.
Was it? Yeah, that happened to me during football actually, where my finger,
it looked like a weird
my
break.
finger like dislocated like backwards like that because I
was like
pressed it on
to the
someone's
side.
knee. Yeah, mine was like fuck, but then I just popped it back into place. But
And yeah, he didn't even realize. He's like, all right, let's do this again. And then he's like, oh fuck.
and then the
That ain't right.
That's the worst when like you like don't realize something and you like look like fuck.
Yeah, when you cut yourself and it's like such a clean cut and you're like, did I cut myself? And then you see the blood start pouring out and you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, it's like, are you bleeding?
Yeah.
So Fessy obviously wins. Kyle was fucked there, and then your boy steals your girl for the final.
And I was so upset because I didn't want them to be on the same team.
Yeah, that was big
9 fantasy points, and I was like, if somebody goes home, they both go home. Again, I didn't even think they'd be partners. I think there'd be more switching. I guess they did allow opportunities to switch, but nobody took it because it was all just Amber B and CT who could switch, and they just chose to stick with each other the whole time. The whole final was sad in that way.
Yeah.
They tried to do it editing, like, it's close, but really, like,
close.
CT and Amber, I feel, were like half an hour ahead. The whole
Yeah.
For sure, they were way more ahead.
They were chilling at the top of that mountain for a while before fucking those guys scrambled up and did that little like weird like, last attempt at getting second place bullshit. But that was a
Amber had washed her face by that time.
how much did you win in
Yeah,
second
finally.
place? 50K?
50K each.
Yeah, that was a 50K run. Hey,
Yeah, it's pretty
Corey and Cam won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corey and Cam
And
finished second.
Nany was kind of dragging ass towards the end. She's like, I don't even care.
Speaking,
Like 50K,
Yeah,
man. That's a lot
We're
of.
jumping around because there's no format to this. We've
there's
missed
no
so much.
format
And
this
we
week.
haven't seen each other in so long. We haven't talked about this at all.
Yeah.
So the other question I had on the final.
Oh, sorry. I was kind of jumping around there.
No,
No,
we
that's-
have to. There's no
It is what
format. Eric, your boner out of 10 when your crush Amber B got partnered up with your boy CT, or were you doubting it?
At first, I didn't have a boner at all. I had a.
Apparently, she was looking good in the reunion, but I didn't see pictures.
She looks good.
She was looking hair down
She
or
always
up?
looks alright. She's. I
Gabby was looking.
got a crush on her mid-season because I think there's just lack of options. 'Cause there's like the only thing I can go on here is
It's like
Amber B.
Stockholm syndrome set in at like episode 5
Yeah.
or 6, and you're like, all right.
I'm in love with Amber B. I love
Anise is kind of looking good, episode 9. It's like, oh no.
Do I like them thick?
Yeah,
I
thick
like
or
them
thin.
thick. So you weren't very happy with the partnership originally?
At first, I was like, I could see the disappointment in CT's eyes, but hey, look what happened. I did not
There's
see
no
that.
rage
I did not see that coming. I'll give you that much.
And then Nikki, since we already know the order of the finals, your all-girls team worked out in a first, second, and third place finish. Thoughts
Imagine that.
on how your girls performed before we get into the fantasy results here.
Honestly, I was super stoked. I feel like they all did a good job. I mean, Nanny was like, meh, kind of thing, but I think all in all, they just like, they kicked ass. I was stoked. And Amber B, I was super excited when she was paired up with CT. I was like, yeah, we're good. Like, we're solid. And then Cam and Corey as well. So, yeah, I felt pretty good going into the final for sure. Especially when Casey busted her knee. I was like, well, this is looking even better for me now.
Fessy, no! Fessy!
Yeah, what a fucking.
Yeah, let's talk about their performance before we move on. I think that was the story of the final, honestly, besides
I'm sure
Amber
Vegas
being
odds.
able to run.
I'm sure Vegas was in shambles. I'm sure odds were in them. I'm sure CT and Amber B were like second favorite. I'm sure Fessy and Casey were number 1 favorite. But I knew Fessy's weakness before, like the challenge with that one where he didn't eat before, and I was like, if there's an eating challenge, he's gonna bitch out. And sure enough,
Yeah, he just doesn't.
Surprise, surprise.
He can't do it.
and he was just pushing Casey on these like slippery, jagged rocks, where they just again the final challenge is like, hey, go to this hike here, do a puzzle, hike here,
Eat some shit.
eat some shit, kayak here, do a puzzle, hike
Have a
here,
nap.
stay up all night.
Yeah,
I mean,
have
it's
the worst sleep of your life.
It's the same routine, so you know you have to like be eating, have to be up all night.
Yeah.
And Casey goes down. She's like, Fessy, I popped my knee out. And Fessy's just like sitting there, like, well, get up.
Yeah. What am I
Like,
supposed to
what
do?
am I? Get up.
And in typical Fessy fashion, talks about how he would have won. But I don't think he would have got past the eating for real. I don't think he would have done
I don't
it.
think he would have.
A
No.
lamb's face. That's what I saw that and I was like, fuck, this is awesome. And they always have such a gnarly ass barfing montage. I love it. I was trying to catch it.
Just Corey, just like
It's
going hard.
Corey and they had the reverse
With Amber, they
with
did
Amber
the-
B, like the in and out. I'm like, fuck, these editors are dicks, man.
And there's one of Amber where it was like really thick. It almost looked like it was like hemorrhaging.
And I remember when it was showing the
nasty.
fucking previews, like next time on the challenge, I was like, are they dying? Because they're all like puking up blood. I was like, are they fucking? Like, is it like a? Like, do they start like hemorrhaging or like do they have like I don't know?
Yeah, they built really good
Puking up blood.
suspense. They built really good suspense for that
When
because they
Corey
did.
was like,
Nope.
Well,
oh god, sorry, I froze there.
There you go.
Whoops. I thought it was really funny when they were doing the interview with Corey, and he was like, "Just throw up a montage if you're with me throwing up."
Yeah, they always do. Especially if Corey. Corey's always just, like the most gnarly puker.
well, they set it. Yeah, they set it up good. I thought they were dying too. They just had Amber B's face covered in blood, like people screaming. They made it look like they were gonna die, and then they're like, "No, just drink a cup of warm blood."
And like, what a
Yeah,
bunch.
it's fine.
And like, no one thought to mention to Amber B for like several hours. And she had face covered in blood. She looked like Hannibal Lecter. Like,
She fell out of a kayak into water and still like had blood stains all
yeah,
over.
like it was just
her
like
face.
even CT could have been like nice for like top for a second. Like, oh, just give me, let me
She's like, no.
Let me get some of
I
that
wanna-
fucking. What kind of blood was it?
I don't know.
I don't
Goat's
know.
blood? That
Blood
sheep?
though,
I don't know.
fucking okay. Who
Like,
here
it'll be back.
would drink blood though?
I mean, if I for $450,000,
Nikki's booze just showed up.
I don't know if I could, man. That to me, the
open
blood,
your throat and fucking
blood.
I
Oh,
don't even really know what blood tastes like unless.
coppery and
Yeah, but fucking, I don't know, man. If COVID came from bats, like,
And again,
I don't
like,
want to drink some random.
You see it so many times. Like, you just basically have to put it in your mouth, and then you can just be like, and like pretend that you're throwing up. Like,
Yeah,
it's
it's like,
like-
just pretend like, yeah.
like so many people do that. Like, it's not like TJ's making you fucking then drink your puke bucket.
And
You're
then
like, no.
there's eyes, and there's Lamb's face. There's just so much fucking gross shit. And I was just
CT
like,
and Amber B killed it. Casey and Fessy did not. And then I feel like this was just like TJ making up rules on the spot where he was just like, are you guys going to do this? Because like I got to be at the next checkpoint and you're taking forever. So
Well, because
like I think somebody was supposed to leave at like before the sleeping challenge. Like I think that was supposed to be the cutoff.
I don't know. I only saw 3 kayaks.
Okay, maybe.
And so I think like it was like, because remember it was was it last season where they had just 3 kayaks and someone ended up getting
It's
left?
like Cara Maria.
Yeah. So I didn't see more than 3 kayaks. If you're watching this on YouTube, correct us if we're wrong. But yeah, it honestly.
But I just felt like TJ was just like, he was like, to Fessy, he's like, are you doing this? And Fessy's like, I don't wanna. Like, do I have? Like, just time me. Like, just time us out. And then he was just like, no, I'm not timing you out. Like, you're done. You're eliminated. Like, I felt that's what it was. Like, they were like hoping for a timeout situation and keep continuing.
and then what? I don't get what he expected. Like his partner's gibbled. He wasn't eating anything. I'm like, you're supposed to be this huge fucking like big dog all season, and then like just crumbled in the fucking finals. So
Well, and I kind of blame him for Casey getting hurt because he was like, keep the pace with me.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, just run at your partner's pace. It's a long ass fucking thing.
As CT pointed out one episode, he's like, I see you. You're right in front of me. Like, I don't know. You're not pushing. Like, I'm right here with you.
Yeah, I don't understand that. By the way, from the reunion show you guys haven't watched, Casey tore her patellar tendon and had to have surgery for that. So it was a legit injury.
oh,
Yeah.
Legit one.
But people on Reddit were bringing up the one season when like somebody carries Wes like up a mountain when like Wes collapsed and stuff. Like, Fessy, you talked about being a big man. Like, fucking put Casey on your shoulder and carry her.
Fucking
She could have
carry
kayaked. She could have done that puzzle. She could have stood and slept
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
and then carry her up that final mountain and be.
Fucking hate Fessy.
He went from possibly being a challenge legend if he did that to now probably never being asked to be on the challenge again.
I don't know. I think they'll keep him because people hate him so much now. Like, he's officially gone into that full hate.
yeah. I'm sure there's.
But
a
you
bunch
have
of, there's a
Josh
bunch
and
of-
you have Fessy. Like, Josh, I'll take a Josh over a Fessy.
Yeah.
They're having like this like boxing thing where it's like
Jake Paul?
no like Canadian Big Brother Canada contestants versus US Big Brother
I thought
contestants.
just
And then
random
it's-
people can box Big Brother contestants.
No. So it's like a bunch of like different like Canadian Big Brother Canada, Big Brother US like fighting each other in like a big melee kind of thing.
Like, just basically celebrity deathmatch.
Yeah, basically. But it's like I watch a lot of Big Brother, so it's like this guy Adam Pike from Newfoundland. He's fighting Josh.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm fucking gonna like make sure I watch that. 'cause-
Is this on Triller? Like, what is
Yeah,
this?
what is it?
I did also.
Look it up.
Find it.
And one last thing before we move on to the fantasy results and our year-end awards.
Well, we gotta finish talking about the final.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The only other thing to talk about in the final, in my opinion, is motherfucking CT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
They kept trying to bring up the narration of like Leroy being like, "This is my last season. Like, I'm gonna, if I can just catch up, I'll have it."
That's the thing.
But yeah, every time it was CT and Amber 10 minutes ahead, 15 minutes ahead.
yeah.
Casey's in it too.
Amber can fucking run. We learned that, and CT continues to be a goddamn legend. 4th challenge win. He won more in this win than his other 3 combined.
Is this real? They all just look like their heads are photoshopped on other people.
No, it's a real thing.
But their heads are like definitely photoshopped on other people. Those aren't their bodies.
No, that looks like Casey's body. No, that's definitely.
Oh yeah.
But that's real. That one's real. That one's real.
I think those are
That
just better
one's-
photoshops.
I don't know. Check it out. I mean, is it a
I don't know,
scam?
anyways.
Viewers decide.
It's like a big like celebrity
called?
celebrity net fights production. Team BB Canada versus Team BB USA. Whatever. If it's not a real thing, It's gonna be a real thing.
I'll watch pictures on the or videos on the Reddit.
Yeah. I'll maybe just watch the highlights of it, but like whatever.
I'll watch Josh get punched.
I would just love because I'm a big fucking Adam Pike fan because he was like one of the best contestants that year. If you would just kick the fucking living tits out of Josh, that'd be so fucking hilarious. Because I hate Josh so much.
Yeah.
Where were we? Sorry, I fucked up.
I think we are honestly.
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing. We don't have a format.
We asked you to look that up.
Does anyone want to talk about anything in the final besides us giving heaping praises to CT?
Nothing was really close. Again, nobody switched partners. There was no drama, and then CT and Amber won.
Leroy announced his last season. I mean, after fucking 11 seasons, you don't win.
I will say, I thought it was shitty of Cam to beat Nani. At first, I was like, Cam, why don't you let Nani pass you so Leroy gets second place and he can at least have that hey, I got second place. And I thought that was really shitty of Cam, even though because they're gonna be splitting the money, the two of them are.
But at the same time, too, it's either way is shitty.
But
I
then,
feel
I thought she did it for Corey's kids because Nani's a slut who just fucks people and smokes cigarettes.
Yeah, Corey actually has kids.
And Corey has kids and can really use the money. So I was like, okay, never mind. Maybe it makes sense that Cam takes second and they share the money.
Behind. And Nani was so far behind too that it was you would have known that.
But Eric,
seen Cam,
Eric was even when we're watching and seen TJ's why aren't they fucking running?
Yeah, they were just kind of oh, there he is. Okay. It's obvious.
You got second this year. I got next year.
Yeah,
that's why I hate all these people.
It's $50,000, $50,000, man. That's a
lot of money.
That's some coin, man. You know how many fucking male prostitutes Nani could have bought?
I was thinking about this too, though. Now that these people have been doing it,
she could have gotten
10 seasons, they don't probably just get standard walk on. People, the rookies, they probably get $1,000 per episode. CT, Johnny Bananas, and Nani, they probably have agents who have negotiated their contracts where now they get $5-8 grand an episode that they air just because of their celebrity status and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was they're still probably making bank on the back end.
Sorry, Ed, we did get distracted. It is real.
It's a real thing.
Yeah, they're fighting this summer on pay-per-view.
Wow.
That was still a Photoshop, definitely. They definitely haven't gotten everybody in boxing gloves already.
But yeah, I agree. It is better that Cam and Corey won for Corey's kids.
For Ryder!
But guess what?
I don't know.
You only won $25K you won $50K.
50K.
Plus what they made per episode. So I bet Corey made $100 grand this season, which is for what are they 16 weeks? 4
I don't
months
even
work?
know if it's 4 months. Honestly, sometimes it feels like it's a 2 month thing. They just hammer it
maybe COVID. I know before their schedule was actually we do a challenge on Tuesday. We don't do an elimination till Friday. There's all this downtime to record and hopefully come up with storylines in between.
It feels like this season.
Big Brother,
because this season was it feels like they did challenge one day, elimination the next throughout the entire thing, and that's probably why the bubble sucks so much. Is because they were I just got fucked up yesterday. So I can't get fucked up every second day.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Anything else? Eric, CT, your boy wins number 4. How proud were you?
I was pretty happy. It kind of sucked though because I put it on my Snapchat story hey, watching the final, whatever. And then some fucking dumb skank I used to know that I used to work with back at Brandon. He's like, oh my god, you could tell it was okay. It's I just posted 5 minutes ago and you could tell it was just the beginning of the episode. And the girl's I can't believe CT and Amber win. I was like, are you fucking stupid, you dumb bitch? What? Are you that dumb? And then I sent her this fucking hurtful message and she's and she read it and never messaged me back. And then I deleted her off Snapchat.
That was more drama than the entire season in the Dome.
I was so mad. I was like, are you fucking retarded? What do you do? I'm just sitting here watching the episode. You just fucking ruined it for me. I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll go fuck myself.
Yeah, I guess I'll watch this just to watch it then.
Yeah, so she can fuck off.
CT wins number 4. He's a fucking legend. He looks at how he
looked, and you can fuck off.
You know how he looked a little thinner this season? Look at him and check out the reunion show. He's getting fucking fit again.
Oh,
CT
he's looking good. Is he? Remember at the beginning of the season, when they threw his ass in and we're he comes jogging in.
Just fucking tits
dad
bouncing.
bod.
Just sweating. Just
But
has,
again-
has like sit there and drink a Diet Coke and like take a break.
4 months where all you have is a fucking gym outside. That's the only activities you can do is go work out.
He's looking fucking shredded, and apparently,
Pretty jacked.
his marriage is good again.
Yeah, I keep seeing that. Like, everyone kept saying like, "Oh, him and his wife didn't work out." I'm like, I keep seeing like pictures of them like happy and like their kids all happy and shit. I'm like, who's making this bullshit up?
Yeah,
His kid's getting big too. Like his kid's like
Yeah.
4.
I think
He's
it was
gonna be on the challenge.
Yeah,
Yes.
his kid's gonna be.
Yeah, father. MTV is the challenge, father and son. That is funny because it could happen
CT's
because that's
just
how old
CT
somebody's
like 60
I
by
wouldn't
then.
even
He's
be
like,
surprised.
he's just yelling at his son like his raspy old
Yeah.
Boston accent.
Yeah. I've won 20 overall, son. Get up.
The ultimate hall father versus son.
So, anyone else want to say anything about the finale before we get into fantasy results and the awards?
Enjoyed the puking. Had some good scenery. You know, Iceland's a beautiful country.
Yeah, it was. That's what I was thinking. I was, man, this is.
But they were on the tip of a hurricane, so like that one challenge they're doing, like the fucking wind's like blasting them in the face.
Yeah.
I was like, actually, that looks kind of shitty.
These
and
people
it's
have been to
probably
like all
super
these
cold.
amazing places, but they probably have nothing good to say about any of them. Like, no man, the fucking place sucks. You ever been like, you ever been inside of fucking like inside of a mountain, man? It's
Yeah, that like
fucking lame.
ice cave was super
Yeah.
cool, like super well lit.
Yeah, I think the scenery and the editing were highlights of this season for sure.
And me and Eric actually watched it on MTV, which has the music.
Yeah.
We learned that the CTV doesn't play the music,
That's
probably
why it was
because of
such a-
licensing and everything.
That's why it was such a boring ass
Wow.
season.
Okay.
So
If
like,
you watched it on MTV, like we were like sitting there like, fuck yeah, I mean, it was like playing like such stupid music, like they were gonna give you up, and just like the most inappropriate times, just playing this.
like
dumb-
when Fessy got eliminated, it was like playing like karma, 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 like stuff, and it was like boys don't cry, like playing like all this stuff where it's like Fessy like sitting there and it's like boys don't cry, and me and Eric are like, this is fucking awesome, like
Yeah.
yeah,
this
that's
is what
what
the
that's
show
what,
needs.
that's what you're missing. So if you're watching on CTV, watch it on MTV because you get
Yeah.
all the cool music and all the cool shit. Because I was like, why did they stop doing that? It was such a fun part of the episode, or fun part of the show, and then
It was because I downloaded the episode and I was like, when I was editing, I was like, wait a second. And I was like, there's music here. And I was like, it's the thing they always do. I was like, why is that? I was like, fuck you, CTV. That's why.
yeah,
So if you are an American fan watching this show, do not watch Canadian feeds.
Yeah.
Just like the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl commercials in Canada are trash.
That's true.
They're trash.
trash.
They're recycled.
yeah.
So, with that being said, congratulations to CT and the rookie Amber B. Shout out to both of them. I am going to go ahead and dive into the fantasy finals here. The moment that everyone on this episode has been waiting for, no one at home cares about. So, in last place, obviously, Gabby's Sweet Strange. Chris, your team was utter and complete trash.
Who does he got? What did he draft? He drafted Josh, number 1. Then he had Wes, Nicole,
Oh.
Gabby, and Mechie. Or Munchie.
Darrell, number 1, not Josh.
Oh, Durrell, sorry. Look like Josh.
So, Chris,
Daryl's good.
your team sucked. Your highest scorer for the entire show, 243 points from Gabby.
I forgot Wes was even in this season, to be honest.
Yeah,
Oh,
when did
yeah.
he get eliminated?
Devin,
Really early.
Devin.
Oh,
Wasn't
yeah.
Person eliminated?
No.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And Nicole, I think, was eliminated first episode.
Ashley was eliminated the first episode.
Oh, yeah,
But then she came back.
and then
Nicole's
came back and got
immediately
eliminated
swallowed.
immediately again.
Out of these people, do you hope anybody comes back next season?
Out of his team,
I really hope Darrell wins All Stars. I feel like he's like it's Anissa and Darrell and All Stars and a few other people where it's like they're like, we can fuck these 45-year-olds up. Like, this is our chance.
He's getting dodged by these fucking like 20-year-olds. I got a chance to beat these old fucks.
You get to hear Darrell say "fuck."
You know
and shit.
what?
It's good times.
I want to see 2 of his people back. One of them will be controversial to the 2 men in this room. I want to see Wes Bergman again. I do. I want Wes to come back. I know these guys hate him, but he's honestly just like an older, wiser Devin. So,
Really though. He
and
really
then
is.
Eric is gonna super hate this one. I would like to see Nicole Zanata come back. I want to see the Boston lesbian try and turn out another straight girl.
Yeah, she goes there. She doesn't go there to win. She goes there to find love.
Turn lesbian, turn girls.
Yeah, she just like
Yeah.
she makes some good girls go bad.
Yeah. That's honestly her whole purpose on the show. She'll never win. I'm fine that they're getting eliminated like pretty early. I just want to see her try and turn out another straight girl. What about you? Do you want to see anyone from that team back? Gabby, Darrell, Michi, Nicole, or Wes?
West is always gonna come back. There's nothing I can do about it. No matter how much I bitch and moan, he's gonna come back. But fucking Darrell is kind of cool to see. And he didn't actually. No, he didn't do anything. He went to bed at like 7:00.
I want him to win All Stars, get his camper, and retire.
Yeah, I just hope I hope he can just like get a loan and get his camper someday because he's been really hurting for a camper. But no, I don't really give a fuck about any of these people.
What about you, Nikki? Anyone? You are the newest challenge person.
I agree with you, Ryan. I want Wes back for sure.
Yeah.
Whatever, you can hate him all you want.
Yeah.
Just like he's good TV.
Yeah, he's interesting.
He knows what he's doing.
Everyone's favorite ugly ginger.
And Dane, anyone from this team?
Yeah, Wes will always be back. I don't really care about anybody else. I seen Gabby has like a new short asymmetrical bob haircut, so I'm like,
Ooh, let's see that.
I'm like into that. So
all right.
I'll bring her back. But yeah,
In
next team.
fifth place was my team, obviously. My top scorer, 389 points, was Anissa. My team was Anissa,
You took
Josh.
fifth?
Yeah. I've been in fifth for like
Brock beat you?
3 weeks, man. Anissa, Josh, Tori, Natalie, and Nelson. From my team, honestly, as soon as Tori and Natalie left on the same day, I packed her in.
That was a tough loss for your
It's a tough
team.
day.
For
Yeah,
sure.
it's like,
That was brutal.
those were two of my earliest.
And
I think that was first round, second round.
It's never good when your last pick is your high scorer either.
Yeah.
The one I don't even think you picked Anissa. I think you got stuck
I
with
went-
her.
I went-
I got stuck with
No,
that one. too.
I picked Anissa second last,
Yeah.
and I left Amber to Nikki. So
Yes.
she had both Ambers, unless it was Amber B, because that would be super funny if it was Amber B.
No, it wasn't
I think it was
Amber B.
M.
Yeah, Amber B was my second pick.
Fucking
On paper, it's a
Amber.
good-looking team, but it just didn't
Yeah.
pan out.
It didn't pan out. Tori and Natalie being eliminated. That's first round, second round for me. First round, second round.
And then, yeah, Josh was holding you up with drama points. He's always just there. He's never done anything. And Anissa's just a bitch who surprised us in the beginning.
Yeah, Anissa jumped out to some dominating performances, and then Anissa did.
Fizzled.
So from this group, I'll go around the table. Dane, anyone that you would like to see back, and anyone you definitely would not like to see back.
I always have a crush on Tori, so I always want to see Tori. And now that she's single, I want to see some
Yeah.
slutty Tori. And that's about it. Josh to make fun of. If Devin's in the same season, then I want Josh there as well. You know,
Yeah.
like I
Yin and
only,
yang.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nikki, from that team, anyone you want to see back, anyone you definitely don't. Dane, anyone you definitely don't want to see back?
Nah.
No.
I'm done with
Turn
Anissa.
your laptop up so I can see.
Again, he's there, and Natalie. I mean, she had a tough go. Sticks to
Natalie.
I would
Survivor.
definitely want Natalie back for sure.
So
Stick to
Nikki-
Survivor.
Nikki, who would you like to see back, and any of them you want to axe forever?
Natalie, I would for sure. I definitely think, cause I love Survivor and like her season that she was on, and she was like staying on the, what was it, like the Redemption Island or whatever,
Yeah.
and she came back and she was like day one went there, and like
But yeah, just
dominated, man.
Just think, she was eliminated day one. She was only survived because of that season had like on a Redemption Island where
But then everyone else came there, she still found like, you know, it was like all the idols and everything they had to do, and they were living off rice. Like it's way different than the challenge. Like it definitely, the challenge is a little bit easier in that regard, I would say. Obviously, she had her circumstances, but yeah, no, I definitely would like to.
Yeah.
I definitely would like to.
Speaking
see
of
her
her
come back.
circumstances, let's get to in memoriam.
her circumcision.
Just kidding. Anyone you don't want back, Nikki?
Okay. From your team, not that I can really think of. I think, yeah. If anything, it would be like Anissa. I feel like she's had her time there. Again, obviously, I'm new to watching the challenge. But, you know, I think about this entire season with her, and it was just like come on, what are you doing at this point? Like, yes, she has a good game. She has a good game when it comes to things like that, but when it comes to a lot of these challenges, it's just kind of like she rode on this one thing. So she's probably somebody that, if she didn't come back again, it wouldn't affect me too badly.
Fair enough. Eric, from this team, someone you'd like to see come back?
I think Natalie might come back just because she kind of had a fucked up situation. She should maybe go get some birth control or something. She wants to be on the show.
Or MTV should test better before they allow contestants on there. Because
Maybe ask a few more questions before you guys just let some random.
Because there was what's her face from the other season, who was pregnant on it. She was British.
Oh yeah, Madeline or Maddie.
Wasn't it Ashley too, I thought?
No, her name started with an M. Madeline.
Okay.
Anyways, but yeah, she was pregnant apparently during half the season too.
Yeah.
With Kyle's kid.
Yeah, because you knew at the end, right?
Yeah, she like Mel. I don't know.
Mel, maybe, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, no, I don't really get.
Wait, it was
fucked about
Kyle's kid?
Everybody joked about it.
No.
Yeah, no, not really.
No.
It's-
Fair enough. For me, for this team, you underperformed, but there's two people I want to see. Honestly, I would like to see all of them back except for Anissa. Anissa has had her time. I find Nelson to be, good enough middle of the pack guy. He's entertaining. Josh's Salty Tears, honestly, it's entertaining. And I'm in love with Tori, and Natalie deserves a shot. But Anissa, it's just the same shit. I don't know. You get eliminated second last or first
I
last.
feel now too, if you're like on MTV, like Challenge All Stars, which basically needs to be rebranded as like Old Fogies or whatever, where it's like if you're on that show, you can't go back to the regular one. Like
Yeah.
this is like you go on that for your last shot to do something, and then it's like you're retired.
Well, like she's built like a substitute teacher. She just shouldn't be on this.
What are you talking about? Substitute teachers are usually hot. She's built like an actual.
Not the ones I had when I was a
Like,
kid.
substitute teachers don't
She's
do
built like a
that.
teacher with tenure.
Yeah, she looks like a teacher that.
No, she's like the gym coach.
She's like a teacher that'll yell at you for running in the hallways.
And then Brock finishes fourth. He
That's
does
surprising.
get someone who podiums. Corey gets third or second place. So Corey had 452 points. Big T had 389. Shout out to those two who absolutely carried his team. The rest of his team was very bad.
Shout out to Nam, the nicest guy in the world.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him. Man. So many people just forgot about
Put
him.
up with the
So-
most shit.
Oh,
So I'm gonna circle it
Lord,
around.
bitch. Did she come back for the reunion?
No, I don't think she was there.
I didn't
she's
see
training.
her. I didn't see her. on
She's
this
training.
episode. Nam is there, but he doesn't really say anything because he's fucking.
Oh, he was there?
Yeah, well, he's not there. He's Skyped in.
Oh.
So, Nikki, we'll start with you of this team. Corey, Big T, Nam, Ashley Mitchell, and Leo Rush. Do you want to see any of them back, and who do you not want to see back?
Who's your favorite? Who do you like? Who don't you
You know
like?
what, Big T. Give it a Big T. She was good. She faced a lot of fears this challenge. I feel like she kind of got on Rochelle a little bit more. Obviously, she had a really good partner, CT, so I think that kind of pushed her through. And I think having a partner like that is also super valuable to have, in the future if you decide to return, or at least I would hope. So she's someone I would want to see back. I'm trying to think. What was the other one? Leo? He was a wrestler, right?
Leo
quit.
Rush.
Leo quit. Fuck Leo.
Yeah, he just fucked. He's just like, I don't like this, and just left.
Yeah.
It's not getting much better for you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the one who was like, I grew up in a foster home, and this is giving me PTSD.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, he did the announcements for the challenge. He'd do intros and stuff. I think he'd be great at that.
He is a very good scripted speaker. What about you? Anyone you'd like to see back?
I got Corey.
Corey, Ashley Mitchell, Big T, Nam, Leo Rush.
I like Corey. Corey's always kind of funny. He's always said some
Yeah.
quippy shit. Yeah. So is Nam is in there? I can't really see.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to see Nam come back again. I think he got he had a rough go this season with fucking big old dumb
Yeah.
bitch Lolo.
he had an unfortunate experience with the challenge.
Yeah. So I think Nam deserves a second chance.
Nam and Big T, bring him back.
And Big T did okay this season.
We
I
need-
feel like CT kind of carried her
We need Big T.
Kevin Costner did with Whitney Houston at the end. At
And
the end of The Bodyguard, that's not a picture. That's how I picture if she was in the finale, how it would have ended. It's
I don't
CT
know,
just
though.
running over the finish line with her in his arms.
The only challenge that Big T and CT won was because of Big T. They only won one challenge, and that was all Big T. Outswam
What was
CT.
Where
Remember
they
they
held
had the
onto a rope
helicopter
and
rope
swam.
and then
Oh
swam?
yeah, that's right. Yeah, she actually did. Fuck, she's that one where she's just hanging off the edge, just hating her life, and then like say previously on the challenge, she's just like previously on the challenge, and she just fucking hated her life. They're like, okay, get in there, get a good shot of her fucking hating her life. That was good. That was
What about Ashley Mitchell?
Ashley Mitchell.
She's the one. And everyone knows her just as the girl who stole all the money from Hunter.
Oh yeah, Ashley. Yeah, okay.
She
If you-
fucks.
if you-
She
I like her because she fucks.
She fucks and she's she knows she's like a conniving little bitch, and I just know her from like the first season when she was on, and she was just like a huge slut and like freaking out in the bathroom and like just like playing two guys and just I don't know, she's just quality TV. But yeah, as a person, I don't think she's a very good person. But like on the challenge, she's like funny to watch. But it was funny how she like got like booted out of the challenge like pretty early, and then came back and got kicked out like the same.
Immediately.
Was it like she flew back
Yeah.
for that and like got eliminated like the same day? Like she just had like, but hey, she fucking stole. She got $1 million. So.
Yeah. No, and she
doing
has
okay.
the single biggest win in challenge history still. For me, I'm good with everyone on that team except Leo. Leo doesn't need to come back, and
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah,
huge
yeah.
wrestling fan, but
He can
Leo,
fuck off.
you quit. You quit. You can't quit your rookie season. Maybe your like third year you could pull that, but you can't quit your rookie season and come back. So here's what everyone wanted to know though: is these top three. Any predictions for third place, Dane?
Me, probably.
Yeah, it's definitely Dane coming
Yeah.
in third place with 1,361 points. Dane, you finished 340 points behind second place.
Oof.
So it did come across. So
I'm
Dane,
sure I got like minus points for Fessy.
Dane,
Yeah.
your thoughts on your team, and then we'll go through them.
You know,
Who's on your team?
I seen Fessy. He had one season before this, and you know we didn't quite see his weaknesses like we did this season. And boy, if I knew those weaknesses, I would not have picked him first, especially. Jesus, what an embarrassment! I really hope he doesn't come back to the challenge. Casey, I hope she gets another shot. It's unfortunate. I wish that she was paired with Leroy. I think those two would have done better.
Yeah.
And they probably would have got second, maybe even first, honestly. Lolo Jones, fucking hated you too. This Joshua guy hated you too. I hated my team, I'm realizing right now.
Yeah.
So you
Jesus.
got Fessy, Lolo, Casey.
Devin, you're
Devin
the
and
heart and
Josh.
soul of my team. I made everybody a believer in Devin.
America's Got Talent.
Yes.
I
The guy
remember-
who like ate mustard.
Yeah, the mustard eater.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
The little mustard eater.
Or
Well,
I don't see.
I got a little secret.
He's sucking on the mustard packets. Fuck, like, he probably came in for like an audition. They're like, this guy is fucked. We need
He goes to
bring him on."
McDonald's where they have like the ketchup and mustards, and he like grabs them. He's like, "These guys don't even know what they're giving away."
Yeah.
Is he free? Let me look crazy.
Like, what the fuck? You know how much?
his ab workout where he does 1,000 reps.
Yeah.
So yeah, my team.
What a fucked up guy.
For being the experienced challenge guy, I'm realizing I really fucked up. Looked good on paper, but nope. Devin, everybody wants him back. I remember when I drafted him, people were like, "Devin? You like Devin?" And I was like, "You guys just wait and see." Now these guys are like, "I'll fucking gag his cock," and I'm like, "Whoa, I don't love him that much."
He got an Insta follow
But
from
these
me.
guys are like, I subscribe to his OnlyFans. I'm like, Kooks, how do you know about his OnlyFans? And he's like, don't
Instagram.
worry, bro.
Instagram.
Why did he
man.
keep yelling at Josh? What's 9 times 8? What's 9 times 8? Josh is like, just don't worry about it. He's banging his face on the side of a wall.
Out of this team, I only hope Devin. I hope Casey gets another shot because it's unfortunate. But I guess if she has surgery, she's probably going to be out for a bit. And as I said, I hope Lolo Jones never wins anything in the Olympics. I hope she never finds love. I hope she's always a bridesmaid, never a bride. And I hope Fessy, never comes back.
I'm going to come reverse around this way, so I'll go. I think you nailed it. Casey and Devin come back. You have the least likable team by far, like in the history of anything.
Yep.
Like if you have
Casey's
like,
likable.
I like
you know how there's like
He's only
those.
redeeming quality.
Yeah,
Joshua's likable because he's so dumb and stupid.
Devin and Casey are likable. No, Josh is not
Joshua,
likable.
you're like, I need to know more about this man.
Fessy was the biggest disappointment maybe in a long time for like expectations and how he came off on his first season. I would only bring back Devin and Casey. That's it. I would ask the rest to kindly not come back. What about you?
Yeah, Festi can fuck off. He kind of made a dick of himself. Casey, I think, deserves another shot. She kind of got fucked over. Devin, he's always funny to watch. I kind of had a hate on him for him because he's such a wiener in the last season, but this season he redeemed himself. Who the fuck else do you have?
Lolo and
Lolo.
is his name Josh even?
No, his name's is it
Jared.
Josh?
Jared or
Jared or
Josh?
Jackson?
Joseph. Joseph.
You guys say Josh? That's his name.
I think.
I know it's something Allen.
Yeah, Joseph Allen.
Yeah, that guy was a fucking
The most
weird.
white name ever.
That guy was a weirdo. He can fuck off too. Lolo, the holy fuck, what a bitch, man. Like, just takes the nicest guy and just breaks him down. Like,
Her stock crumbled for sure. She
Yeah.
probably like lost sponsorships. Like,
yeah, so,
she-
yeah, your team sucks, man. The only redeeming quality you had was Casey, because Casey was like a pretty like genuine, nice person.
Yeah.
She just made some wacky decisions at the end that fucked
Yeah.
it over.
I know. Yeah, she really fucked up in the end.
But it wasn't even her choice. It was Fessy Pitt.
I know,
Well,
but
she wanted
she
Fessy to go
wanted
down.
it.
And, yeah.
Nikki, anyone you would keep from this team?
Devin. At
Devin.
first, I didn't like him at first, and then I was like, he's good TV. He can stand it.
Yeah. He's young
I
left.
like him. And he just like pissed Josh off so much, and I just like, there was a part of me that really enjoyed that.
You want to eat his ass, be honest.
Who?
I do a little
Why did
Maybe I
Devin?
do subscribe to his OnlyFans. You don't know.
Why did Devin lose, or who did he lose to?
He
Was
lost
it the jumping
to-
thing this with CT?
Yeah, but he didn't face CT. He faced. Remember, they did the double elimination, and we lost Devin.
Was it Jarrell?
No. So CT beat
Josh.
Josh, and Devin lost to someone. Who'd Devin lose to, guys?
I don't remember.
You-
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyways, but yes.
But anyways, yeah. Okay, so
You know what?
here's the final two, and they were separated by only 34 points. Only 34 points between first and second. So
How many points?
34. So how I think we should do this is I should announce. Should I announce second and make first
No, you gotta
place
do-
talk, or let first place talk first?
You have to do like Miss America #1 and then the runner-up.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
The winner.
the winner of our first ever MTV's The Challenge Fantasy League is, drum roll please, CT and the Jets.
Yes. I needed this.
CT and the
There she is.
It's been a rough time.
Challenge winner.
Yeah.
CT and the Jets wins. Your top scoring player, Leroy, with 608
Really?
points. Yeah, Leroy gets 608 competitions, man. Him and Casey won almost everything.
He had a lot of camera time in the end too, because they were like, "This is his last season. Like, we're gonna give him a lot of camera time. We're gonna give him a lot of focus."
Romance points, too. No, we got romance points
Oh
with
yeah,
Leroy.
him and Cam are always kissing.
Oh, he got that hand job in that hot tub right before the final. There.
Yeah, they're always, every time they start like kissing, I get so grossed out. Like, ugh.
So you
Romance.
finished first with 1732, but Nikki, maybe we'll let you talk first as the runner-up. You had 1698. Her, she's a challenge rookie. She did a great job, even
Drafting
though
all
she
women.
drafted all women, and it ended up working out to second place.
We call her crazy.
Your top scoring player, Cam, 603 points. Amber B, 476. Nice win, Amber. And that honestly, like, that is kind of crazy. That she
Props
only
to
had
you.
476. Nani was 361. Teresa Gonzalez with 166. And what's
Missy Baby.
that? What's this one's name again?
Oh, you mean my number one crush, Amber M?
Martinez.
What's
No, Nuki.
Nuki?
My little Nuki.
Nuki.
What's that?
92
Nucky?
points.
Oh, Nuki.
Yeah. I'll take Nuki.
So, Nikki, talk about your team. Who did you keep? Who are you happy with? Who would you like to see back? Go ahead.
I like to keep all of them.
Oh.
Actually, no, I want Amber M
With
back
Disney
just because it
finish.
pisses off Ryan so much.
Fuck that.
And she was hot.
He looks like a fucking
Amber Martinez?
gross.
Yeah, Nuki. I don't want
No, but honestly, I was. Like,
You want all them back.
crazy.
All of them you would like to see in. You'd like to see Teresa on the challenge again. You would like to see fucking Nani on the challenge again. Okay, so talk about your team and finishing runner-up. Are you happy with your overall strategy? You're the first place loser.
It's a shitty way to put it.
Yeah, my overall strategy, like, obviously at first I had no idea what I was doing, and then at the very end I realized I'm like, the teens episode, and I picked all women, so I was just gonna go, and week by week I was getting more and more nervous, but then other flies started to drop, and mine were still staying there, my angels kept on flying, baby, and I'm pretty sure those are my first 3 picks. I think they were, because it was Cam I picked first. Then
No.
it was Amber B.
Well, you picked Cam first. I don't know.
I think you picked Teresa before Nani.
Ooh, very close.
But
Pretty similar though.
good season, Nikki. Golf clap for you. Eric, of all these broads on the screen there, would you keep any?
Okay, so we got
You got Cam, Amber B, Teresa, Nani, and Amber fucking gross.
Nuki. Nuki can fuck off. Amber B, man. I got
When her
Stockholm.
hair's down.
I got
like-
Stockholm syndrome for some Amber B. Yeah, Teresa won't come back. She was kind of a weird one.
Yeah, that was like her last one, I feel.
Nani, she's like the West of the girls. She's always gonna be back. Her and the Holy Trinity hopefully come back next season. That'd be kind of cool. And Killer Cam, man, she did alright this season. I don't know. She was always kind of a floater usually. So this season, I think she just kind of came out of her shell and actually kicked some ass. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So Amber B, Cam, and Nani can come back. The other ones can go suck a dick.
Yeah, for me, I'm
watch that.
pretty similar.
Yeah, suck my dick.
Amber B has to
I
come
wouldn't
back.
watch
You
that.
can't win the challenge as a rookie and not come back. Killer Cam was fantastic this season. Leroy's not going to be on there, but they never once said she wasn't.
Exactly.
Killer Cam will be back. I'm on the fence with Nani just because she's always there, and the only way I want her back is if she gets slutty again. If she doesn't get slutty
True.
again, I can do without her. She's not interesting on the show, and she's not a great competitor. So, it's like she fights hard, but she's just boring unless she's whoring.
Is that a phrase?
Yeah, that describes it pretty well. Yeah, she doesn't really do much.
Yeah.
She's not that good to look at. She's just kind of like she's funny when she's old, slutty.
Although she looks really good in the reunion, and Dane.
They always do.
Yeah,
True.
exactly.
Dane, any of them?
I feel, now I'm in like this department of, I feel Teresa, Nani, and Cam can all go on to All-Stars. They're old. They've done like 10 seasons. Get them out of here. I don't want to see any more of them. Get this young bloods in here. Get me both Ambers back. They have a feud now. They don't like each other, so that'll be interesting. I think both of them are hot. And everybody else, you're done. You're retired. Get new blood. I want more sex. I want more angriness. I want more people trying to get famous because of this show, not people who are famous because of this show constantly returning.
That's fair. I didn't mention it, but fuck Amber M. Fuck everything about Amber M. Amber M can never come back.
I did it all for the
Fuck
nookie.
you,
What?
Amber M. And our winner, our season 1 champion, third place pretty much all year until the final few weeks. When we announced the winner, Eric said, "I needed this." Talk about your team, my friend, and take a bow.
I will say very quickly, I always had to like update these with like putting X's on people's faces. I hadn't had to update Eric's in so goddamn long that it made me mad.
Yeah,
This is just an original picture that I have from weeks ago where all the other ones are like updated constantly with like new X's.
because my three horsemen, my ride or die, my three stooges, Leroy, CT, and fucking Kyle, my sexy boys, my pretty boys, my lovely boys. Yeah, the chick, I don't remember her name.
Liv.
You'll never see her again.
No.
Jay, he kind of whatever. He's just he's too small. He's just a little guy.
Maybe if they bring like Rogan back, I guess they're not going to bring D back ever. But,
Yeah.
So his storyline with those people are kind of gone.
But yeah, no, my big boys, because like
My big
CT,
boys.
Leroy, and Kyle, they're all like big guys. Like they're fucking.
Again,
They're made for the challenge.
all three of those guys can move on to All Stars too. Like they have 10 seasons under their.
Well, Kyle's only got like 4 or 5. Yeah. I think Kyle's got a couple more seasons in him. He's fucking entertaining as shit. Leroy,
I guess I just know him from Geordie Shore too, so I just know him forever.
Leroy, yeah, he kind of was like bitchy all season. Like he's always like, "Oh, I love Cam. It's my last season. This is my last season." Oh, but I knew he was gonna fucking kick some ass. And CT is just my fucking ride or die. Like if I didn't get him, you guys know how like
Up
badly
for
I wanted
elimination,
him.
number 1, and then fucking won it all.
Yeah, man, he's
Yeah.
just an old fart, but he can still just kick some ass. He's got that old man strength.
It's like Johnny Bananas last year. Like it kind of makes me angry, but it's like they know how to play the game.
Yeah, so yeah, I knew those 3 would be good. The other 2 were just kind of floaters. And yeah, you know.
Who do you want to see back?
All 3 of those guys. The other
Yeah.
2 I don't really care that much. But yeah. Leroy won't come back, I don't think, unless he's like has like a little like, ooh, this is kidding all season.
Yeah.
But CT
Funny joke. Cheer for me.
Yeah.
CT will come
Oh,
back.
my barbershop went under and I'm bankrupt.
Yeah.
Here I am.
CT's got nothing better to do, and Kyle's just had a kid, so he probably needs some money.
I like Leroy's story though when he was like, I'm sitting on the mountain and I can see my whole challenge passing before me, and then it kind of like shows the montage or whatever. And he's like, I started as a garbage man, and like,
Oh, yeah.
and it's like now he owns his own business in Austin, Texas, and it's like
He's doing okay. Hey,
he's doing okay.
Next
Starting a
time I'm in-
family.
Next time I'm in Austin, I'll go to his barbershop.
yeah, I'd go to his barbershop.
Nikki, of this team, first of all, congratulations, Eric, our champion.
Eric, you killed it.
The motherfucking man. Full claps for Eric.
You fucker.
Draft.
For you, 30-something points.
Nikki,
Yeah.
from this team.
You were like one fight away, Nikki.
If your team was just a little bit...
One tit falling out
Why?
away.
If Nani was sluttier this season,
Why
you would have
can all
won.
3 of those
Yeah.
girls
Right?
quickly do that for me?
If Nani, you're right.
If Nani would have
was-
sucked one dick this season, you would have won.
Yeah.
Just one.
Just one dick. What?
You're one dick suck away.
Yeah, you're just a dick touch away.
You're gonna have to
from
sleep with yourself.
Story of my life.
Can you sleep with yourself at night knowing you were one dick suck away?
Nikki, who would you keep from this team? Who would you rather never see again?
Oh my god, I keep Kyle for sure. I don't know. Just
You can name more than one if you want.
I mean, I would definitely pick Kyle. I would have CT back. Leroy, you know what? He
Yeah.
had a good run. Good
He's on to
farewell
greener
to
pastures.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah.
bigger fish to fry.
It can't be the whole season's fucking arc and then you come back. No, I agree.
No, you cannot do that. And then who are your other players? I don't even.
Jay and
Jay and
Liv.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who?
Who are they again? So
Yeah.
yeah, Kyle for sure. Kyle, I would definitely want that back.
Dane?
Yeah, Leroy, I'm glad. I'm so happy for you, but CT, you can go to All Stars. You've won enough. Or I realized Bill Russell, you know, like Bill Russell from
Yeah.
The Ringer and stuff. Him and who's Jacoby? Jacoby from like Jalen Rose and Jacoby. They have like their own show. or
Okay,
whatever.
yeah.
They have a podcast about the challenge.
Really?
Yeah, because like Bill Simmons has been a huge fan, and like he's even had Johnny Bananas on his podcast a couple times.
Okay.
So I was listening to their podcast.
Hold on. You originally said Bill. You said Bill Russell.
Oh, Bill Simmons. Sorry.
Yeah, I was like Bill Russell, like Celtics legend, 85-year-old as a challenge.
Other basketball.
What?
Bill
Blown
Simmons.
away.
Yeah. So Bill Simmons and Jacoby have a podcast about the challenge.
Yeah, and they're talking like CT. He kind of did his thing. Nobody expected it. Leroy, like, he just came in and was like, he kept it secret the whole time, but then like I feel he was using that because then the very last night, like in the sleeping challenge, he's like, "Hey everybody, this is my last challenge." It's
Yeah.
like, we're not giving you sympathy, motherfucker. Like, is that what
he was like, I fucking knew
It's
it.
your problem, bitch.
yeah, CT was sleeping. He's like, "I knew it, you motherfucker."
So CT can move on. Leroy can move on.
Again, like all stars, I feel like Leroy, I'm happy for him. CT, that's my original point that I wanted to make. They brought up like if there was a draft where it was like Johnny Bananas and CT are like two captains, and they have to like go around like drafting people to their team or whatever, and we actually like see the drafting, like them going to their house, and it's like, Zach, are you ready? And it's like, I'm ready. And it's like, I'd be interested in that. Otherwise, I don't want to see him unless it's like him versus Johnny Bananas as like captains of something. Everybody else I don't care about.
Fair enough. For me, yeah, Leroy, you can't, like I said, can't be the whole season's arc because it's your last one and then you come back. So you are done forever. I don't want to see you back. Liv, no one cared. I don't know if you said a word this season. I don't know if you said a
In the
word.
3 to 4 episodes she had.
The worst, maybe the worst challenger of the year because we can't
And
remember a
just-
single thing you did except for dislocate your
her name. That
shoulder.
might not even be her name.
Yeah, that's true.
It
We
is.
already screwed up Joseph's name.
It is, but it's, and she just had like that quintessential like British like fake tan, like plump, like
Yeah,
fake
man.
lips,
She was an odd looking
cheek
one.
injections, like
I pictured just based off of one picture of hers, but then I saw her in the show. I was like, "Oh, geez, that's the same
Yeah.
chick." Jesus Christ!
It
Like, I got catfished.
and then Kyle, yes, Kyle 100%. Come back, please. Jay, 100% come back. I like Jay. I think Jay is fucking interesting. He had a huge bitch move this season, but it was only his second challenge, and both, like the first season, he was a little shy. This season, he tried to make moves, but then Teresa bullied him. He's super interesting and entertaining on Instagram, so I think he has a lot of personality that could come out. And CT can be on the challenge until he dies. CT forever. CT, fuck All Stars. CT forever can be on the challenge. Him and Johnny Bananas can be on the challenge every season until they die. But that's mine. So that was our first season of fantasy. Let's do some awards and wrap this up, guys. All right, so we're gonna do the same awards. However, it's for the year.
for the year.
So I think we should start with the bitch. Yeah, let's go bitch, because I think there's two people that stand out above and beyond.
I'm tossing between two people.
Yeah, Nikki, let's start with you. Who is your bitch of the year? One concrete. You cannot mention anyone else. No runners up because there is only two, I think. So who do you got?
This is so hard.
Depends what you mean by bitch. Are we talking like pussy, or are we talking like just a fucking straight
Just
up
like-
a shit person?
Just you combine them.
Overall.
Combine just sucks. Like and it can be they're a little bitch or they're a pussy, or it can be like they were such a bitch, or they can be like, oh, they thought they were good but they weren't. Bitch is an all-encompassing term for terrible person to watch.
As much as Josh and Fessy,
I don't mention anyone else.
what can so obviously anyway,
I want one concrete.
Lolo for sure. 100% is Lolo. It has to be. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I've never been so frustrated with somebody. And then her tweets afterwards, the shit she was saying. Like, I'm sorry. She bitched out so hard that no, never again. Don't. Like I said, I hope you never win the Olympics. Never come back to the challenge.
Yeah. No Olympics
That's
Club.
it. Lolo.
Nikki
That's
votes Lolo. Eric, bitch of the year.
I'm going Lolo. Lolo is the most, just a fucking straight up bitch. And she's kind of like that, I'm going to punch you in the face for not doing the dishes kind of face. Or she's got that kind of like look where like, if you like,
She didn't score a goal, so she beats you up.
yeah, kind of thing. Yeah, she just looks like she would beat me up, and I know. I've been beaten.
Yeah, I've been in an abusive
I've been in
relationship.
an abusive relationship where a girl beat the shit out of me and left me on the curbside with broken teeth and stuff. And she kind of looks like Lolo.
Lolo 2 votes.
Just playing my violin.
I'm flipping it. Fessy was by far the bitch of the year. Lolo was just a bitch, but I also had no expectations for her going in. She did quit. I get why you guys voted her, but Fessy fucking eliminated his boy without saying anything. He complained about every female. He has the most awkward flirt game in the history of flirting.
Cringy.
The cringiest shit in the world when it comes to that. Fessy, every move Fessy made this season was that of a bitch. Fessy, I know they're going to bring you back because you became like public enemy number 1 this season, so you will be back, but you can die. I'm fine with it. Dane, where are you at?
It's tough. Gonna have to give it to CT.
What? Shut the fuck up.
No. I think I tie it so that we allow both of them to share this bitch of the year.
I'm down.
I mean, you have an Olympian who's quitting on a reality TV show who then uses the Olympics as an excuse, being like, I gotta go train. And it's like, shut the fuck up. Like,
You didn't even have Olympics this
yeah.
year.
Like, shut
What is he
the
training
fuck
for?
Makes
up.
me so mad.
And then you have Fessy, who's like, yeah, Lolo's, again, she's Olympian. She's not a reality star person. She hasn't done reality TV. She did that like one half like online season. So she's a bit familiar with the challenge. But you got Fessy, who comes from Big Brother, who's been on a season of the challenge before. And he's just the biggest bitch and loser and can't eat and just complains about everybody else when he's one of the biggest guys. And I think I see memes. I didn't watch the reunion, but I guess Devin and Anissa were like making fun of him, where they're like, "Oh, I'm an introvert. I can't kiss you." Like when it was like making fun of Fessy and Gabby and stuff. And it's like, they're like, and it was just
Yeah, because they watched this season afterwards.
Yeah.
And they probably like, fuck, you're gross guy.
And I guess Gabby has like a new boyfriend, and Fessy during the reunion like doesn't even like realize that people are paying attention to him, but he's like kind of like, yeah, he's half a man. And then everybody's like, what'd you say? Why'd you say he's half a man, Fessy? And like everybody like calls him out on it. It's like, why'd you say he's half a man, Fessy, and stuff? And like Gabby's like boyfriend like posted a picture like on Instagram of her and Gabby together, and yeah, he's just like a jacked, ripped guy too. And I was like, Fessy's so insecure. And like on Reddit, everybody's like, why would Fessy say this? And the top comment is like, I have a theory, micro penis. And I was
Fessy's
like,
got it showed.
yeah. I was like,
That should become a hashtag. Fessy's showed.
I was like, yeah. Fessy's a little bitch with a micro penis, probably.
I agree with this. Co-bitches of the year.
Because honestly, I think every other week there's maybe like one or two other bitches of the week. Otherwise, there's always either one of those.
Yeah. In fact, I think, what do you guys think of for boss of the year? We do male boss and female boss, and we do it that way because.
I'm cool with that.
You guys cool with that?
Yep.
All right. So our co-bitches of the year on the male side, Fessy, on the female side, Lolo. So let's go to boss of the year. We won't do a lol of the year. We'll just talk about our favorite lols. It's a weird thing to try and vote on. But co-bosses of the year, I will start it off this time. On the men's side, my boss of the year is... like CT, you won, and they tried to eliminate you week 1. Yeah, I said we can't name multiple. CT is my boss of the year. You won, and they tried to eliminate you week 1, but there's someone else I hope someone says. But for me, it is CT. Congrats, old man. Come back forever. Dane?
It's got to be CT. Started from the bottom. Now he was here. Yeah, came in looking old, overweight, washed up. By the end of it, was looking fit, looking strong, taking out all these young bloods, being faster than them in all the runs, fucking out-puzzling them, out-mathing them. Just outperformed everybody in that final.
CT has 2 votes. Nikki, male boss of the year.
I mean, it's always TJ, but
Yeah.
CT.
Yeah.
Say DJ was dead. I don't know. Yeah. part of me were.
TJ and his coats. God damn, those are
Yeah,
good.
goddamn, that guy's got some nice jackets.
TJ is a bit. I would be with TJ. Like, 100%. Like, there's no doubt. Like,
I'd be with
mostly
TJ.
watch the challenge for TJ. But yeah, no, I'd say CT for sure. I was like, for someone for me that was like a rookie, and like from the beginning, people are trying to get him out right away for him to ultimately win the whole thing. 100%, he's my boss for the male side.
Are we getting a clean sweep on the male side?
Oh yeah, you know me.
Yo, you know me.
I'm hard for CT. I saw him roll up in when we were doing the what's it called, the
Preview draft.
the draft, and I was like, yeah, I'm getting my boy CT. He's been my number one since I started watching this shit, and yeah,
You're my China doll.
he's my little
China doll.
my little alabaster beauty, my little Boston beauty, and I love him, and yeah, I fall
My
in
little
love.
clam chowder champ.
my little New England nugget.
CT sweeps the men's boss of the year. Eric, we'll go right back to you and we'll reverse the order. Female boss of the year.
Amber B. I had no confidence in her. I saw her show up. I was like, that girl needs to eat something. She's very frail. She's very delicate, but she kind of like just wiggled her way through the end, and you kind of rode up people's coattails, but she fucking, with CT fucking cracking the whip at the end, she made it through, drank blood, drank a lamb's face, ran a goddamn however long, fell out of a boat. Like, she just got her ass kicked, and she's just such a delicate little flower. I'm surprised she even like survived that. Like, I'm surprised she couldn't even make it to the fucking reunion because she had pneumonia. But she made it through, and I had no confidence. Halfway through the season, I kept forgetting her name. I was like, what the fuck's that girl's name again? The curly-haired bitch, the hot curly-haired bitch. And
Patty. Selma. I don't know.
yeah, and she made it through, and she just did the impossible. She beat all these fucking seasoned vets, and that probably just fucking keeps them up at night.
It's such a biased game, too. It's very rare.
Yeah.
That is very rare. Nikki, your female boss of the year.
Obviously, I'm going to go with my girl Amber B. Obviously. She's a rookie. She came for it. She went for it. She did it. So, that female boss.
The poor man's Shakira.
Dane.
Can't give it to her. She got carried the whole way. I'm going to give it to Killer Cam.
Yeah.
She basically like ran the house the entire game. She ran everything. It seemed like everything went through Cam. She ran the votes. She ran the game. Everybody wanted to be her partner. She was constantly stolen. She just came up a little short because she was stuck with Corey, who's a curse, and Corey's not going to do good. If it was CT and Cam, like, it would have been CT and Cam who won the thing. Like, again, I guess she's a bit of a slow runner, so that maybe, but I don't know. I feel she just ran the game where Amber was carried, and it was like, oh, we're going to bring Amber so that we can beat her in the final. And then it was like, oh shit, Amber's a really good runner and CT's carrying her.
Yeah.
Shit. Like, we didn't count for this.
And I am 100% on your side. Amber B is definitely not the boss of the year. She can run. Girl can run.
She can eat, she can drink blood.
She can drink blood and she can
drink
run.
blood like a
but
fucking
she
vampire.
didn't do anything this season. She didn't have any political game. She got carried.
She beat the
through.
two weakest people in a hall, bro.
Yeah. She
Oh,
beat
yeah.
she beat Big T and fucking Amber M in hall brawls. Like, the girl can run and drink blood. She's built for a final, you could say. But as far as her making another final, I doubt it, because now she's a threat with the running. And I don't think she's that strong. Kayla Cam was the best female. She had the best political game.
She's got great tits, too.
yeah, great tips too. Killer Cam was my female of the year by far, and Killer Cam was in the fantasy. Killer Cam was the highest scoring female by far as well, and that's even with Amber winning. So we have a tie.
Another tie.
Let
'em
for
hoist the
female
trophy.
of the year. Right. So Cam and Amber B. All right. This one will be hotly contested on the internet. All right.
But just think of a threesome with both of them.
Oh. Okay.
There
Yeah.
we go. Now we're...
All right.
All right.
I lost my speech. And last but not least, you know what? Law of the Year is kind of tough. We won't do an award for it. Why don't we just?
I don't mind.
You got one? All right. We'll start.
I think
start,
we can,
I did
one.
last.
I think we can all agree it's either Josh and Devin's fight when Devin is yelling math equations at him and putting his butt against the window, or it's Big T screaming on the edge of the cliff, being like, I don't want to do it. No, I don't. I think those are the two funniest moments of the season.
Anyone disagree or think one is better than the other?
I just thought when Wes took the shoe to the face in that first episode.
That was so early, I forgot about it.
That one was good.
Kyle posted a picture where he's like, I got a new mask, and it's like a cartoon picture of Wes getting the shoe in the face.
So I think it's CT that even threw it. Yeah.
Oh,
That was a good moment.
and Wes roasted Cara Marie on Reddit, or I seen it on Reddit, where it's like Cara Marie is like, man, I can't believe this. I'm totally blind. And then Wes like commented on that where he's like, that makes sense why you're with Paulie.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's a good moment too.
That is a good. Anyone disagree with those three? Anyone think one is superior and needs to be crowned by itself?
Devin and Josh.
I think that's the superior moment of this season.
Yeah, probably Devin and Josh. That was the most last one. They were fucking. What's
The biggest drama, the closest to a fight, and just drunk Devin smoking cigs again, just being like, what's 9 times 8, motherfucker?
I'm
It's
giving
9 times 8.
9 times 8. I'm going to go ahead and agree. So we do have a Law of the Year. It is Devin and Josh's fight with a little Fessy fight sprinkled in there. That whole evening was very, very funny. And
Probably the highlight of the
Salty
season.
Tears. Probably the highlight of the season. So
Sure.
to wrap this season up, I got the first question I have two things I want to do super fast. First, overall thoughts on the season out of 10. Go ahead.
As an overall fan and somebody who's watched it, I feel the challenge has changed in the last 5 years, where now it's just like, it's not about the partying or anything. It's just like them working out and doing the challenges.
Sorry.
So I'm gonna rate this in comparison to all other seasons. This is a 6 or a 7.
Eric?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a soft 6, maybe a hard 5.
I'll give it the 7 because I know COVID had affected it. It's they're not allowed to go to clubs. They're only allowed in the bubble.
But yeah, it's more political now. It's not
It's changed.
it's not like them being all fun and flirty and cool and partying, hanging out by the pool and oh, that girl's got a nice ass kind of thing. Now it's just them making alliances. I don't know who's going down. Who's going down this week? It's
they're friends. They know when they're on a season. They're talk beforehand. Like that season with Johnny Bananas and CT, or Wes. It's this season we should be on a alliance. And it's they work behind the scenes, and there's so much bias and everything. Where I just want young people trying to be famous, trying to fuck, trying to fight.
Yeah, I honestly, I really wish they would fucking just scrap all the old people and just start fresh.
Or some captains.
Or I think they should just start fresh. Okay, you guys had your moment in the sun. Get the fuck out of here.
For All-Stars. Do All-Stars.
Yeah, you guys have your own little old folks home fucking season, and then we'll still get all these young, sexy, cool people, and get them on the same level as you guys, kind of thing. Because how many more seasons can fucking CT come and just fucking run the show?
Because Are You the One is there's I seen there's a new season of Are You the One, Love Island, get all those people who
get all these sexy people who are just gonna fucking fight and
21-year-olds, not fucking 39-year-olds.
Yeah, I want to see some sexy ass and not some fucking old Anissa floppy ass running around.
I agree. I'm going to give it a worse score than both of you. I am going to give this one a 4.5.
It was definitely better than the last.
I'm sure it would have been better if we would have watched it with the music, though. That's the one thing I would have done. If we would have watched it on MTV.
It honestly would have probably added
helped. I'm the reason I'm giving it a 4.5. I was going to give this a 3, and then Old Dog CT won, and that just boosted it for me because I love CT. This season was trash. Nothing interesting happened. The names of all the challenges were stupid. We didn't see a lot of TJ. The music sucked. You guys are both right there. This season wasn't fun. It just wasn't fun. I'm okay with the old dogs being on there, but only if they're the interesting old dogs. I'm down with Johnny Bananas, CT, Wes.
Yeah, I'm down with some captains, like 4 or 5.
Yeah, but like Anissa,
Or almost they're not even part of the
don't
show,
need to
where
be
they just
there.
advise or something.
like next. That's my thoughts. Nikki, rating out of 10, and then last question, and we'll wrap it up.
Well, being a rookie here, I was expecting a little bit more. When I first started watching it, I would say like I gave it a 6, but then I went way back to like season 18,
Yeah,
and I was like, now it's a 2.
yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
right.
Just like plummeted, man. I was like, there was way more like partying, like crazy partying,
Yeah.
crazy like.
It was like Jersey
Everyone-
Shore. It was like,
But now it's like, we gotta train for the final. We gotta lift weights for a month
So
straight.
let's talk about my kids. Here's a picture of a child, and this is what I'm doing it for, which is
Yeah.
great. Don't get me wrong, but it's like I don't watch reality TV for that. That's my life. I need to watch like
Oh.
I need season 18 or 7 or whatever of the challenge to come out again.
yeah. We need some young,
Yeah.
sexy bucks and some young,
Yeah.
sexy sluts. And just throw them into a house in a house and watch them fuck.
There was all like the
Watch them fucking fight.
there was all like the
Yeah.
undertone, like racial undertones too, of like Cam like constantly being like, there's so much diversity in this final, because you could tell they like recorded this last year when
Yeah, like,
George Floyd and like protests and everything, COVID was very hot and race was a very hot topic, and they
Yeah.
playing it now, it's almost like weird when you know they're talking about things from a year ago.
That's fair. And my
Yeah.
And
last,
it just all hindered it. Like it just all put a weird sour taste on it.
it was a weird season. It's a very politically correct season. My last
Very.
question, so we can
After the
call her,
D shit too, like it's so PC.
so we can call her a season, guys. My last question: one person that has like that you need to see next season, doesn't have to be from this season. Who's one person you want to see on the next season, and will you watch next season? I'm going to start. I need Turbo back. Bring back Turbo. That is my vote. If there is a Turbo, I will watch 100%. I'm going to watch regardless because it doesn't take up that much of my time. But I will be upset if not the Glory Days. But my one person, please bring back Turbo. Dane, one person.
I mean, I've been watching for 20 years. No, 15 years. I don't know. I'm, of course, going to keep watching. I will say All Stars has been a refreshing break where people know they're old and they're.
yeah, it's like
It's very refreshing.
different.
Is it like a mom and dad party or what?
Yeah, kind of.
It's
And
like
yeah.
watching my mom and their friends like have a
And TJ's still there, so it's fun. And yeah, they get to swear, which is nice. And it has the music, which is nice, not on CTV. One person, I mean, of course I want Turbo back. 100%. But for another deep cut or anything, who do I want? Honestly, yeah, I'm with Eric. I want next season, I really hope that it's just all new people.
yeah.
Because as somebody who's been a fan of since it's been the Real World and stuff, I've been seeing these people on the same show for a long time, so I could use a refreshing taste,
Nikki,
a palate cleanser, if you will.
will you watch? And one person that you would love to see back on your like 3 seasons you've watched.
Actually, somebody that like I've just heard a lot about and read about would be Cara Maria. I don't know why. She seems dope. I was like, this seems like a dope person.
She sucks.
Yeah, man, she's terrible, man. Her
You'll
Polly-
hate her. But she's interesting, and she's very good at the challenge. She is interesting. Just don't bring Polly
So
too.
good.
If Cara Marie's on the show, can we all vote Polly can't be?
Yeah,
But
man.
to be fair, if I was just thinking it, like looking at this as like a fresh perspective and like how I got into it, 100%. I need young blood. I would love if like the challengers' kids came on the show. Like challenge.
We're getting to that point.
Like I
Yeah.
hope so. Like that to me would be super exciting. And then like I don't know, you could do some like really cool spin-offs with that. But no, it's like I need young, fresh blood. Like that's really what I want. I think like all these people that have, obviously been on the challenge for so long, I do think that's awesome. and that's such a cool thing to have, especially for how long his show has been going on. But yeah, I think we need some freshness. You can't just take that all away.
That's fair.
So I would be excited for a bunch of young bloods.
And Eric, last but not least, someone that you would like to see back from any of the seasons you've watched, and are you going to watch again next season?
Yeah, I'll watch next season. Like, it's something to watch. It's whatever, even though they've gotten kind of lame. But I'm trying to think. I can't even really think. Like, other than, like, obviously I want CT to come back, but he kind of, like, takes breaks in between seasons, which makes sense because he's an old fat fuck who needs a break every once in a while. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really think of anyone that I just overly want to see again. Like, I'll steal Dane's thunder and just say, like, I just wanted a whole new fucking crop, and I just want a whole new, fresh, fresh faces, fresh vaginas, fresh dicks. I want some big swinging, erect dicks and some.
I want some pool fucking. I want partying. I want fist thrown.
Actually, one guy that I always thought was pretty good, and he always said some fucking funny. He always said funny shit. Was Zach? Zach's always pretty funny to watch. When it's not him and Jenna, was just Zach.
Him and Jenna
together are fucking lame. Any couple on the show, I just can't fucking stand. Like, they're always so like,
Cara Marie and
Polly are the fucking worst. Cam and Leroy weren't that bad, but still, when they would be like in the hut, they'd be like, oh, I'm so glad I'm here with you. I just was like, oh, fuck you, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, they're good because they.
Amazing race. If you're gonna do that shit.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
So yeah, I don't know. No one really. I just want a whole new.
Just a whole new vibe.
But they're never gonna do that because like those guys would protest. Like, holy fuck, that'd be an outrage to fucking Johnny Bananas.
Yeah, it's like cast members have formed a union. They're like, go on strike.
So the consensus is start fresh, scrap everything. Start fresh is the consensus of the group. I'm still gonna go with
that's a consensus of Reddit.
Turbo. Because I can watch Turbo all day. I think Turbo should just have a camera at his house following him around.
Reddit has been they keep proposing like different drafts of like battle of the shows or whatever. So it'll be like a group of big brothers on a team, Geordie Shore, Love Island, like all the different reality shows will have their own teams or whatever.
That'd be kind of cool.
Which is, maybe if they do that, it's interesting.
But so many of them are from the real world that like.
Again, yeah, that's what's too is interesting when they do either a team season, a group season, an individual season. That's what changes it up, but
yeah, because they gotta mix it up because it's like you gotta keep things fresh. Like the Total Madness, it was just a free for all everybody, but this season, I never seen anything like this season where you could like switch partners and shit. That was kind of new, but whatever. It's just
awesome.
Just whatever happens, happens.
Whatever happens.
As long as TJ's there. I'm good.
TJ or bust, bring back Turbo, start from scratch. That's the consensus. And also the consensus is overall, not a great season, MTV. Let's pick up your game. So that's going to wrap up our Thursday show. Frees up a night of the week for us. Will we do something on Thursdays? Who knows? All right. We don't know yet.
Figure it out.
But are we back to regular schedules on Sunday or what?
Are we doing time tripping? I don't know.
Maybe we should flip time trip in with something.
Just a hangout episode?
Do a
review
hangout
Mortal
episode?
Kombat?
I think a hangout episode would be good.
A Q&A?
That would be really good.
Sure.
Review Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, I gotta watch that. I don't watch it yet. Not good.
I didn't care.
I enjoyed it the second time. I don't know.
Yeah, I gotta watch it.
Well, I enjoyed it watching with you guys drunk and stoned. I should say that.
Yeah, because we were just sitting there critiquing the whole thing.
When I watched it in my bed at like 3 a.m. by myself, just being like, this movie's going to be good. And then 5 a.m. comes around, I'm like, I should have went to bed 2 hours ago.
I stayed up for this shit.
All right, well, we're back this Sunday. We've had the vid. Stay safe out there, everyone. This wraps up this season of the Spare Bedroom Challenge Show. Tune in next season when we find out if it's going to be any better. If it's going to get any better. Because it couldn't get much worse, all right?
Well, if you're still here right now, you YouTube followers, you sick YouTube fucks who watch this videos, I love you. I love you people who have strangely watched this.
Yes.
You hardcore MTV Challenge fans who have watched our reaction but not subscribed, I still love you.
subscribe. And sorry we were gone for the last 3 weeks. Multiple of us got the vid and life happened, all right?
I had diarrhea.
That,
I still got it.
Fair enough.
anyone else want to say anything before we get the fuck out of here?
Nah, season was lame. I'm gonna go home and watch some Big Brother
I think
Canada.
we're all in consensus with that.
Watch All Stars if you're a fan. Watch All Stars. It's refreshing.
Or Big Brother Canada. That's good.
Or that.
Or Big Brother Canada. All right.
I've watched some episodes.
Until next season, this has been the Spare Bedroom and their lovely social media coordinator, Nikki, signing off. Bye. Get the fuck out of our room.
What the fuck is our 9:30?